Hello, 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 everyone. How are you doing? Hello, Jalab.
Hello.
So, yeah, we're back on an Alicia Unleashed today with a special guest. So, he has been following Alicia for quite a long time and has been a very strong supporter for the German community. He's one of the elite streamer, I'd say, in the German world. So, today we are going to receive Jester. So, Jester, how are you doing?
Yeah, hi guys. Yeah, you spooked me with the music. That was so random out of nowhere.
Yeah, sorry. I realized after that we got some issue. I put the stream on and I just left you to finish some stuff. So realized after that I had one tab open, playing the music in double. So that was a problem. Sorry for that. How are you doing?
Shit happens. Fine. I'm just tired.
I'd say it's a usual state.
Sleepy and shit. Just let me ask my people for a second if they hear you double or not, because I'm quite inexperienced with the guest feature. I only used it once when I streamed with Twitch themselves directly. But I didn't restreamed it on somewhere else because we had a whole production team on the back and I were just like, okay, cool, nice, I don't know what I'm doing. Also man hört die jetzt nicht doppelt oder so, ne? Nur einfach oder zweifach oder wie ist das? I just asked them, they will reply, I don't give a shit. Yeah. So guys, how are we doing?
Good. It's nice to have you on the podcast. We've been talking about that for a month, so it's nice having you, and we'll be going and diving into your story. So I'm quite excited about learning all about you and how basically you become a streamer. And when you you passed your partner last year in 2023. When did you actually start it?
With this account or with my first one?
On Twitch in general, like streaming.
Generally, with streaming 9-ish years ago.
Ooh, okay, so you're old on the platform.
Yeah. I already knew Twitch when it was just in TV, so yeah.
Yeah, we have Jelaban who has done exactly the same. Started 10 years ago.
We're both Twitch dinosaurs.
I feel old now. Oh man.
What was your trigger point to be starting on Twitch?
I just found it interesting, to be fair. I had no specific reason. I was just like, okay. Basically, I'm a NEET. That's the term for people who just love to stay inside and game all day and shit. Okay. So, yeah, I just started doing that, just very unprofessionally, with 20 FPS or some shit. It was horrible. But it was actually fun. The first 3 years were 1 to 2 viewers because it wasn't on a schedule and just for fun and very low quality. Then I just started through and shit came step by step.
Yeah. And so you were streaming mainly gameplays for some games. Did you have any specialty or?
Not just games. I also did dating streams. That's
dating
streams. Yeah. I did a lot of stuff meeting up with girls from Tinder with their consent, obviously, and the knowledge of filming. And then we just went out on IRLs, just had some drinks or whatever. Went around the city, or having girls on stream as guests here in this room. I think here's where everything started, yeah, in this house. So I'm kind of glad I have this big room just for streaming. That's just very nice.
You have a quite neat studio, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty nice. It has to be redone again, I think, but yeah.
I said it's pretty neat. I quite like it.
Yeah, still I want to redo it again. Kind of picky.
It's a usual redoing. I feel you. And so when you started on doing dating, so you started kind of doing IRL streams rather than indoor.
Gaming and IRL. It was a vast majority of many things, just mixed in. I just till this point now I still try to find my true path or whatever you want to call it. I enjoy streaming games, talking shit all day, just being myself in general. But I also plan on just maybe hooking into IRL again because I have something planned for within the next 2 weeks. Yeah, so we will see.
Ah, is that like a secret, or do you?
No,
want to share more?
it's not NDA.
Okay.
It's fine. It's like not under disclosure. I got a new phone from O2. I talked to them. I said, hey, I need a phone. I want to do IRLs, blah, 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 blah. Maybe want to go into different countries and whatnot. There was the plan before in the past, but it didn't have the time and the capacity. Yeah, no, we will see how it goes next week. I just have to set up everything, you know. You can just stream from your phone, just like be like, hey guys, and then have a chat phone, and then the connection goes away, and then your stream is gone, and you have to restart it. So I have to get an extra server. So when the connection gets lost, just be right back scene. Then I just reconnect, and the stream still runs.
Yeah, I've seen multiple of that. I didn't know how they were building it actually, so it's cool. So you pay for a server that's going to be streaming your feed, and you connect your feed to the server. Okay. I didn't know that. That's cool. And so basically when you started 9 years ago, you had no objectives. It was just like, let's go and see what happens.
Yeah, I just did it for the lols. That's it.
Yeah.
Something special. It was just fun.
Okay. And so
you don't mind me smoking here, right?
No. You can smoke. No worries.
Well, I'm home, right?
yeah, I mean it's your it's your place, so no worries. And so you said at the beginning wasn't professional. Did you had a time where basically you started to rethink what you were doing and had objectives about, okay, I want to see it in a bigger place?
I didn't hear the first part. Someone was so funny and played loud sounds.
No worries.
Got to turn those off. I'm so sorry.
No
I
worries.
feel bad.
Hey, Panda. So yeah, no. The question was, so you started without objectives. You were doing it for the law, and the main idea of becoming more professional. When did it come? Do you had objectives? What was the kind of thought behind it?
Yeah, just went in doing it for fun. And like 2018 or 19, yeah, more like 19, was the turning point where I was like, okay, this could be something more than it is already. I started to earn more money, sponsorships and whatnot. It was quite nice. Actually, one of my friends who was already Twitch partner, were just like, hey, you can do this and that. And I just looked up to him a little bit and got some inspiration there. But it was also a good point that I had a lot of friends in the streaming industry directly from the big companies working at Twitch directly, or just like big audio companies and whatnot. Yeah,
Okay.
just got a pretty wide thing.
Sorry, I'm getting interrupted by a cat. So.
Don't be sorry, it's fine. Do your thing.
He's always, he prefer to be on camera, so just comes whenever I'm going to stream, and he's there to show off, kind of, that day I get.
He
Yeah,
enjoys that.
we're his co-host.
Yeah.
So that's his stream.
It's kind of Alicia there. So and so when you make that move, so basically you had your channel growing till a certain point where you started to see that it was working. It took how many years to reach to that point?
I grew rapidly when I really started through, but I was pretty childish back then still. The past 2.5 years were a big maturing point as well when we come to that, because it splits in pretty much. I had my main channel where I had like 20-30k followers, a very big CCV, like viewers in general, and also very good reach, like working with other biggest streamers and platforms. And I was just like, okay, I want to start from zero. I maybe tell some people, and then we will see how far it goes. 1 year and 3 months ago, I started this channel, and after 7 months, I got partner.
That's a big, yeah, that's a quite big achievement.
Yeah, not
So-
bad.
You actually put it kind of I want to say challenge, but it's like you had a first channel that was working quite well, and you decided to start from scratch. Were there like a different reason rather than just the challenge? Sorry,
Not
Oh.
really the challenge, yeah.
just
There
a
was just like really partial objective that was just like far behind on like anything. It was more like I want restart. You know, when you say you want to just like have the chance to start over again, maybe like shape yourself and your whole like I don't know. It had something had to be done, and it felt good to be fair. So yeah, that's where we are.
Incredible. I mean, a year and a half to become the partner. It's quite a record. So well done, really well done. That and
Appreciate that.
You had objectives when you started. Was there like any specific point that you think were the most important element for you to actually grow your channel when you started again?
No, there was nothing.
So it was more like
On that.
basically be there as you were doing before, but with the objectives that you were streaming.
There was like no objective at all. I was just like restart and see where it goes. Like if I fail, I fail. I don't care. If I rise up, I rise up. It's not that streaming should like really have a control over my life. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. And then I just go into the tech industry. Like I have many options. That's fine. So I'm pretty chill there. I could like even if I get perm banned right now from Twitch, like I would have the opportunity to do something else. It might be kind of upsetting, but it's okay. You know what I mean? That's life.
Yeah. And so you worked somewhere else before, or while you were streaming?
Yeah. 1 moment.
Yeah.
I love coffee. Yeah, I worked many positions. Not many, but quite a few. If you want me to walk you through my CV, it goes pretty simple, if you please to.
Yeah.
Well, basically started with just like helping out in a grocery store at 16. Then I was just like, okay, let me try something in handiwork as painter. Then I got 18 and I was just like, fuck that shit, I don't like that. So then I switched directly to a gas company in Germany where I had a higher position, a supervisor for a whole office, just like getting control over the whole office, the work schedule and whatnot, meetings and etc. That went on for then a news company in Germany, which I did for an office here in Düsseldorf. Yeah. And then I even made my own company back then, event company, where you basically, you know, Rock am Ring? It's like the biggest rock festival in Germany that exists to this date, the most known one, where we provided those people with assets and just like machinery and whatnot, whatever they needed. Also for Gamescom or TwitchCon, where we say, hey, you need a cosplayer or whatnot. But I was more in the position of the techie because I was CIO.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I left the company 2 years after. I gave up my position because I didn't felt the way of doing that anymore. And then I also worked at Streamly. You might remember in Streamly where did the marketing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
we
Streamly.
know
We know
told you
Streamly
once
quite
before.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. You talked to Vicky.
Yeah,
that's what I heard, right?
Yeah. That's really cool. Okay. And so when did you give a sorry, not give up, but when did you leave like your job to be focused at 100% on your channel?
Like 1.5 years ago? No, like one year ago. It was last year, or was it like a year before that? I fell into like a big hole. I don't know if it was like 2 years ago or like 1 year ago. But I have depressions. I never knew about that. I was just like, sometimes I'm a bit upset and shit. But I had like a really, really like bad time. And then I just quit the job at Streamly and just like went into full-time streaming myself. Obviously with some recovering time in between that,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I was just like, okay, I do something that's good for me. Working it in streaming was also good, obviously. That was like my dream job, working in the stream industry, making like a few K here and there. It was just like, okay, cool. But still, this one feels more like I can control whatever I want to do and I can do it in my own pace.
Yeah. Sorry. Again, he is just going to turn around for quite a while.
It's fine. We don't mind. It's just like an asset of yours. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I always have part of him on me because he's just leaving his fur everywhere. So
yeah, it's going to be summer soon, so that's like it happens. It's fine.
He's getting ready.
Doesn't matter. This cat always leaves his fur everywhere, summer, winter.
Yeah, it's just really a ball.
But just a question. I know I asked that before many times for sure. But let's say I tend to forget stuff. Jaleb, where are you located again?
I'm in London.
London. You too?
Yeah. We're both in London.
Yeah, you're both in London. Okay, yeah. I was just worried you were in London. But okay, never mind then. Oh, London. Where exactly? Don't tell me the street name, more like part of whatever.
Obviously, we're North London.
Yeah, North London.
North London, Zone 2, I think. So, yeah. Something like that, Zone 2, Zone 3. It's quite close, quite convenient. Well, I can tell you, I haven't been really central London for quite a while now.
Yeah, I don't miss London that much. Well, actually, I do. Do you know a little Amsterdam down there?
Yeah.
Near to the center? Yeah, I miss that shit. That was so cute and cozy there, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's... Oh, no, sorry, I'm confused with Little Venice, which is west part of London. So, where is Little Amsterdam?
Can you repeat that?
Where is Little Amsterdam?
I can't really tell you from where. When I'm there, I just know where to go. Just like because I was there on weekends every time in London, just like getting weekend trips to London, then going back and shit, back and forth. I just, when you just know the location, but you can't tell the direction to other people.
Yeah.
That's the issue there.
I'm trying to get it on map, but it's everything that it's giving me is like Camden or actually the Little Venice, which is not.
No,
really
but it's pretty close to the center of London. It's pretty close. It was just like 20 minutes from the Leonards Hotel on the center of London. That's what I know, because I always stay in the Leonards Hotel. But also I'm a fast walker, so I would assume like 30 to 35 minutes for a normal person. Yeah, let's be honest there. I have a good pace on just like walking. I don't know why.
I can tell you there is multiple Leonards also.
It's the one, Leonard. I even have the flyer here. One moment.
It's great. We're discovering London.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure we've been to Little Amsterdam. But
yeah, because all I'm finding is leading me around Camden or things like that. So,
but there is no Leonards at all in Camden.
That's the inn I'm always. Don't mind me digging through that for a second, don't you? Just like a minute maximum.
No, it's gone. We have time.
Okay, you allow me that?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You're normally not that nice to me. You're always so demanding and aggressive. I don't know.
We have to put up like a good, image. Yeah, but I think it's most probably down the canal from Camden. The ones going to Regent's Park. I think so, at least. Panda, how are you doing?
Like it.
She's laughing at us. And yeah, it's an impressive resume, for sure.
Yeah, bummer. I can't find it. But thanks to the internet, we have Google. So, Leonard Hotel London. Yep, it's the one that when you Google it, the first one, the Leonard Hotel. Which street is it? Can I give you the link, guys?
Yeah, you can send
on
it.
the Discord.
Is it the one close to Ryan Stone Street?
It's on the Hyde Park. You know?
Under or both?
Yeah, I see. It's the Seymour Street.
Seymour Street.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm keen if you have the link.
That one. But okay, you want the link? Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Here you go. I send it in.
Perfect.
That's the one I'm always going. I just love it there. I also know the staff for sure. Then, the first time I went there was with my lawyer. He was just like, "Do you want to go there?" And I was just like, "What the fuck do I want to go there? What the fuck do I want to do in London?" And he'd be like, "Okay, let's go there. It's fine." And then I just went there, and yeah. Till then, since then,
it was
liked
fine.
it. Yeah. Yeah, he's a pretty nice dude, my lawyer. I don't know. I like him a lot. He obviously is like 30 to 40 years older than me, but I don't know. He's actually a pretty neat guy. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So I don't know where the Amsterdam part is, but I'm guessing it's close to Little Venice.
I would say. I mean, Camden Town seems to be working in terms of like the walking distance.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, London has quite a lot of cool places. So you've been to London multiple times through your through the last years, I'd say.
Yeah, I just love it there because I have also a few friends there. And I'll be just like, okay, come over, we can drink something. Or then the guys from Rono Bros Musics just want to have a talk, a chat, and we just look at there. Yeah,
that's cool.
I just come there for fun, not for like generally work. It's more like, can you do me a favor? Okay, come over. I'm gonna look over it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, now that if you're going back to London at some point, just drop us a message.
Maybe in the next few months, before TwitchCon, I suppose, was the plan.
Okay.
But I will have to look because for next month, I had a plan to go to Macedonia, just for IRL streaming.
Nice.
Yeah. But we will see how that goes because my passport is not valid anymore. Yeah, kind of sucks, but it's fine.
Which
I know the struggle.
I don't know how long time it takes in Germany to refresh your passport, but I'm guessing it's faster than France.
It's kind of annoying, but you can do it. For next week, I got an appointment. Yeah, for next week. I just come there, I just give them the old one, or I just tell them it's lost. Hey, I need a new one. You can also have like a temporary one when you need one ASAP, so they can get you one on the same day when you're there, instead of waiting like a week or two for delivery. Yeah, it was the same with my passport. Not my passport, my ID.
That's impressive. It's
jealous.
It's a minimum 6 weeks in France.
No. That hurts to hear, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but the worst is to get the appointment.
Yeah, because that's when you got the appointment. The appointment can take you up to like 3 to 6 months. So.
No, what the fuck.
Yeah.
There was like that in Germany before, but they got the grip, kinda. They worked on it like in the past year. Yeah, it was okay-ish.
Hopefully they will change that at some point. But to be honest, my passport is valid till... Oh no, shit, it's until 2025. So about like a year. I will need to think about that problem for a bit.
You have some time till then, but you can already do like the assignment early on with them, just like hey,
the main problem is because the UK is not in Europe anymore. I need my passport to be able to re-enter. So even though I'm settled, like there is different steps. So you get your settlement status. That's
can you ask the embassy here to do that?
Yeah. That's but I think you've done it, Jalab. So
Yeah, I did it because I lost my passport when going on holiday. So
yeah, you get a temp one, right? Do you get a temporary one from?
No, it was okay
embassy?
because I used the ID was working, but then I realized okay, my ID is also expiring, so I redid the whole package. But yeah, it's just typical stories of me losing my passport on the parking lot of the airport. So yeah.
Okay, I feel that. But good thing is when your ID expires, you have 6 months over that where it's still valid. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
For people like me who keep forgetting that shit.
Yeah. And you lost it in a Uber, if I remember well.
It was the Uber on the parking of the airport. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That hurts. I hate that.
Just.
How do you lose that? You normally stick that in your pocket when you
It was in
go
my
out of
pocket and it dropped from my pocket. Yeah.
Oh shit, okay, never mind. Yeah, I take everything back, I'm sorry.
It
You
was
didn't say a
early
word.
morning.
It was extremely early. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it has good
Yeah.
excuses. So that's generally.
I'm good at making up excuses anyway. So
By the way, guys, quick shot. You have a booth this year in Rotterdam?
We don't know yet. We don't know.
Okay, you don't know yet. Yeah. We talked about that before, but I keep forgetting stuff. Like, don't mind me then.
No worries. I mean, we'd like to, but we're still like waiting for getting stuff around. So we just want to see if it's doable or not for us. So we'll see. We'll see.
we hope to be there.
We hope. Yeah. That's the main thing. But yeah, and so yeah, you basically. So you went to London quite a lot for different things, mainly leisure, but you had also some work there. Anything that was specifically related to streaming, or was more like towards different jobs?
Not just shits and giggles, to be fair.
Okay.
And when Warner Music's just like be like, hey yo, because I have some friends there. That's why they work there, and they be like, hey, can you come over? And I'd be like, okay, cool. I do that. Yeah, in the past I was like pretty easy on just like, okay, you want me to come to London tomorrow? No problem, easy. But I just want to go there over car, not by plane. The reason is I enjoy the trip and the fare over, and I really like those pubs that you get on the roadway, but the good original ones that you have like near the coast. I have the flyer here as well, because that's what I found from my London cat here.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find the Leonard's one. Sorry.
This is so.
But it's actually pretty cute.
The Breakfast Inn. That's the name.
The Roebuck Inn.
Okay.
It's in where? Harriet's Ham.
Okay. I've not been there. The closest to the coast that I've been recently, it's Whitstable, which is quite fun. It's a fun place.
Yeah, maybe we can like do something together.
We can,
like a date. No.
Yeah.
And then we'll stream it, of course.
And we will stream it, obviously.
Streaming related, yeah.
I mean, if it's a date, it has to be streamed now. That's the thing. So actually, I'm quite curious. What happened when you were telling to the girl that you were dating that you wanted to stream the dates?
I just told them, hey yo, I'm not looking for anything specific. Blah 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 blah, chatting a bit, and I'd be like, what do you think about having a date, but I stream it, and if you don't like it, I can also turn it off midway, as you please. You're not bound to anything, blah 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 blah. Then I explained them on a nice way how it is, more like a casual way, to be fair. They'd be like, yes or no.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, cool, whatever. I was really like using dating apps just for like
content,
gaining content and friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I still use dating apps even though I don't look for a girlfriend. Not just for fucks, but more like for. Hey, we have to be honest.
Yeah.
It's fine. But more like I found a lot of good people there, which I consider friends. So yeah.
It is a very good tool for that. I remember like just going in holiday. And you use it to just clearly you stated, I'm in holiday, not looking for anything. I just want to meet some people to go out and have some drinks, some fun, like going to do some activity. And it actually works quite well to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, and it's so we went through your journey as like streamer from you beginning and like how you mastered it in a year and a half. That's the main thing. So if you were to see anyone starting today with different objectives or what they want to do specifically, what would be like the main advice you would tell them to do?
Don't do it for the money. Not because you like earn less. I get quite a lot of deals. We can pass later on that. But if you do it for the money mainly, that's your first objective, then you're gonna fuck up big time. We just started this hobby and just like go into step by step. If you do YouTube on the other hand, then something different, because that's just like planned creation. You can also do on Twitch, but that's not live. You can still, it's like a finished product that you can deliver. Here it's just like a product work in progress, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, you just start, look around, and not everyone is made for streaming, to be fair. I know when you want something and you wish for it and it looks cool, like a lot of people wanted to be like rock stars in the past, or just like actors or whatnot. Just like all, I don't know, they have quite a shine, but it's not for everyone. It's not that people are less worth of something. It's more like it's not your thing, and it's fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had a lot of people who got like really just encouraged to stream for like 7 years now. They have 1, 2, 3 viewers on average. And I'd be like, okay, that's fine. If you just stream for fun while you game, that's whatever. If you want to improve, I give you tips and tricks. And if you can't do it, you can't do it. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's your own choice. Yeah.
And it's fine. No,
It is one of the main thing. Like, you should be like, streaming shouldn't be just a kind of a
Hobby.
Yeah, I mean it should be a hobby, and there is no pressure to be doing more. Like, you could just enjoy what you do, and without like pushing for something. If you just enjoy where you are having some conversation with some people, and as I say, enhance your gameplay or your session that you do on streaming by that, it's great. You don't have to be like pushing for doing something like even more. At some point, it's also work basically. So yeah.
Major focus is here when I stream. I don't want to aim for professionalism. Sorry, professional. Sometimes I can't pronounce words. Sorry.
Professionalism.
Like, I'm kind of spastic. That's not even a joke, but that's whatever.
Alright.
So if you want to come over professional, that's fine. But I'll be just here with just like at the start, at the beginning, when I started like streaming, I was just like, I do it with my friends. I do it because I want to have fun. I want to be myself, and I don't want to put up a mask and act like someone who isn't me. Just like gaming with friends, even a viewer, I don't consider them per se a friend, but I act towards them like a friend. I'd be like, hey, what's up? I even insult them, but like when you do it with your friends, like that insulting kind. Yeah. I'd be it's whatever. Like, I don't know. But everyone is different on their content and how they bring it through. Yeah. How's it like? There was something about you two guys that I wanted to ask, but I got it off the hook already. I don't know what it was. Shit.
No worries.
No. About the booth. That's what I asked already. But following up there, you're gonna be there either way if you don't have the booth, or.
So that's what we need to see. Our main goal is to get the booth. If we can't get it, we'll see what we do after that. We'll still have some time. Basically, we need to make a decision by the 17th of April.
Oh yeah, that's like a month. Okay, because I wanted to be aware if you guys are even there or not. Just like even as just like private persons or whatever. Just like, just wanted to make sure. Yeah.
We'll
maybe
try.
We can hook you up with Dan.
Yeah, we'll find a time. Let's find a Leonardo hotel.
And we will see there. No. By the way, do you have like more topics? Because I keep like talking without the break sometimes.
It's fine. It's our podcast is we have things we want to discuss, and then we have a lot of free time to just chat about things.
Yeah.
And sometimes we're just happy to derail and go on chatting about anything.
Okay.
We derail a lot.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that's the main thing. There is one thing that I'd be keen for you to expand on. So you were saying not everyone is meant to be streaming on, like, let's say, higher level. What would you say are the main elements that you would be looking for into a more professional streamer?
Diversity. You could be a one-trick streamer, let's say you only stream World of Warcraft, you grow with it, and then you try to switch the game, and you see, okay, I only have 2 viewers left instead of 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a thing. If you go one trick, you go lose, for sure. You just have to fuck around and find out, basically. On every topic on Twitch, you have to fuck around and find out on the content baseline that you do, the people that you collaborate or connect with. If you do a certain kind, which could be gaming, then which games, and then you should maybe have 1 or 2 main games, but you also have to switch it up on a weekly base. Like, hey, we have a new game there and this and that and whatnot. So it's not that easy to say, actually, at the end, because it's so diverse. There's so many points that walk through the whole topic. I can't like really wrap my head around it that easily. It's always, every person is their own individual, and you have to get a perspective on their people. Like the best thing is self-reflect is cool. You look at your content and blah blah blah, but asking outstanders is always the best case, because then you see how you really be to other to other people. On that case, it's really diverse, as said. Yeah, I could talk the whole day about it. Wouldn't change.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been in different podcasts with people that were a bit more specialized into games, and that was exactly the same problem. Like, even though they would be extremely big in one specific game, as soon as you switch your main category, you get like this huge downside about like, okay, you dropped about 80% of your viewers, and that's actually extremely tricky to actually make it. So someone else that we have in the community was more like specialized into Fortnite, but at some point Fortnite is a bit like, he was just bored of the game, so wanted to change, and then drastic change in the viewership.
Yeah, that's just like when you have a business model. You can't just like totally switch off the products that you offer. If you have a shop that's specially for baby products, you can't start selling sex toys or something in it. Let's be hell drastic here. But let's be realistic. If you want to make a change to a real warehouse in that point, you know what I mean? With more variety, you have to go in slowly, not overroll them. Either you go in once for all at the beginning, or you go in when you already assembled something step by step. Just like, hey guys, I want to try this today and blah blah blah, and talk to the people, acknowledge that you want to do this and that a few times, and then you just start small with, okay, tonight we're gonna try a horror game. Yeah. And then, oh yeah, I found this one, what do you think about it? And then talk with the chat and be like, yeah. It's the same term, fuck around and find out,
Yeah. And so in your position, you started with that kind of in mind as soon as you started this new channel, or was there something that you sparkled through the month of streaming on it?
No, I was already aware at the beginning, to be fair. Just like after 2 or 3 weeks, I was just like, okay, because I never had something to do with streaming before. I just started, or as I said, for the lols. It's just like, you see how it goes, you see how people grew in the meantime. Like back then we had let's say the biggest inspiration in Germany for gaming content over the past years, like even forever, is Gronk. Maybe you know him. He's like in my opinion, the biggest relevant YouTuber slash streamer, also from the past. He was just like doing variety over and over, and he kept growing. Also because he had a very nice personality, of course. But still, bless you.
Thank you.
It's just like, if you look at bigger people that are not like those ADHD content creators, no offense, but it is what it is. Then you can see how it really goes and how you could grow potentially. But still, even if you have the formula, it doesn't mean that you really will go through it. Yeah, it's more like a luck thing. It's like 50% luck, 50% knowledge. That's it.
Yeah, one of the advice that we already got was also trying to find a specific niche to start, because like the beginning when you're not yet sure where you go, you don't have an audience or anything, going for niche elements to then expand might be also kind of a way to move forward, like getting the people from that niche to discover new things, so you keep your audience, but having the first niche where you will actually be able to grow your first audience.
Yeah.
Don't know what you think.
To be
about
fair,
it.
the easiest growing niche is just chatting for new people. You just go there and chat with people and be like, hey, this and that. Or you just go into OG games, but still then there are a lot of biased people. They be like, yeah, I like this game. And they be like 40 to 50 years old sometimes. They be like pretty strict. And if you change a little thing on your content and do less of what they like, they go like fucking nuts. So I don't know. They get very parasocial from time to time. I don't know why it's old people in particular on Twitch, but it is what it is. Let's be fair. Nothing against people who are older. I'm already 26. I have like my 7th midlife crisis already. Yeah, that's not even a joke, for real. Like every day I'd be like, fuck, I'm 26 and I look like 16. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like when I go out, they'd be like, can I see your ID? Why? Yeah, you look like you're 16. I'm like, I'm 26. Yeah, I don't believe you. Like, what the fuck do you mean? I had a beard even back then, just like a month ago. That's when I shaved it off. Well, I kind of look scuffed there, but still, who has that kind of a beard? Okay, when we look in perspective, no racist thing, but when we look at my Arab friends and Turkish friends or whatnot, they have like a beard when they're like 12. They'd be like full-grown beard. They look like fucking Santa Claus, but with a black beard. I don't know. And then I come through the corner and be like, yeah, you're 16. Like, what the fuck? It upsets me sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah. It was one of my biggest frustration at some point. It's just like my beard is not going on the right place. So I have holes everywhere.
Do you want help there? I can assist you. No jokes there, for sure. If you want like tips and tricks.
Go on, yeah.
Yeah, a needle roller is something that you could use. And if you go on Turkish websites, there's like beard oil that you just like massage your face with, but only after you did it with the needle roller. You just need to roll your face and then go this, that. Yeah, that works. You just have to wait a few weeks, but damaged pores grow hair seeds more often or develop hair seeds, so you get a better coverage. For me, it's just like I have a pretty annoying growth where it's just like I have to shave every day. Maybe you don't see it on camera right here, but it get like 5 millimeters after like 2 days, which is well, I look like Jalap after a week if I don't shave currently. That's no offense, it's just like to put it in perspective, by the way. No worries, but you know what I mean. It's just like kind of annoying.
I just realized that we had Panda commenting on the sex toys elements. Agreeably, sex toys are just the on-ramp for babies, so which was related a bit late. I'm a bit delayed. Sorry, I'm always late
It's
on the
fine.
chat, but just read it and was like, oh, okay, that's fun.
Yeah,
That's why
it was
Alicia
just
is
like
there.
a dramatic. Like I want to, you know, when I put something in perspective, I choose a dramatic topic change on it to really show what I mean. Just like, okay, like maybe this and that are not the same, and that's where they cross. Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I do the same sometimes, which push me as more like extremist on that aspect. So, yeah, I do the same thing, comparing like.
It's fine to go extreme.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys owe me something. Very, very important. You know, I have this right here.
Yes.
And where's the crazy Jalap mark?
So that the
I
thing.
think okay.
It,
Okay, so
go on.
yeah, let me. So I think we chatted a bit, and one idea we had is probably one of the many pictures that Yuba has of me holding 2 pints of beers. Because for some reason, whenever we go to parties together and stuff, there will always be one moment where we hand me his drink because he's doing something.
It's
and so
refilling.
he
It's refilling my cigarette. Usually, it's
yeah,
that.
usually. But over
You a
time,
smoker?
he just
Yeah.
give me his pint, and then he takes a picture and says, "Oh, look at you! You have 2 drinks." And so he has a collection of just that kind of picture. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe we should put that on one of the mugs. So
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can show me and I can tell you if I approve it or not. I worked in I approved for many companies asked me if they can approve the product or not, or I can approve that for them. They asked me for my opinion. Bigger ones as well that you might use or no. I'm not allowed to name those on specific reasons. Not because I have signed an NDA. They just, no, I don't, because we have a gentleman's agreement, just like we do.
Yeah.
When you guys tell me something in the DMs or just like in our chats, and okay, keep it for myself.
Should I share that job?
yeah, you can share
Okay.
and
So I'm going to share a specific window, so you can or maybe just the file, that might be better.
so we can get live approval because
Yeah.
you know it's
Okay, now let me share the window. That's going to be easier.
Ja, mein Junge, willkommen.
So that's where I'm very slow. So I'm going to do my best.
Take your time. It's fine. Don't rush it. Step by step. Just a thing. You just got a new customer from me, as I read before. Yeah. Funny. Yeah, the German ones keep telling me, "Yeah, I got that because she's so wild. I saw her in your chat." I don't want to promote myself, but they be very happy about it. Yeah.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think, was it Mystics News or so?
Don't remember every name. Tucha. Bufftucha. Was his username.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see the name.
That was the most recent one. I don't remember the rest, to be fair, because I get so many fucking DMs a day. I can't look through it anymore. I tend to ignore people as well. Not ignore, more like ghost. I see it. I meant like reply in my head, and then be like, yeah, I replied. Okay, cool. Then they be like, why the fuck do you ghost me? And I'm like, I replied, and no, you didn't. Okay.
Yeah, so I think if you're looking at the Alicia stream,
yeah,
you should see the
picture. So you can.
Just have the normal one up. Un momento, por favor.
You can pick the one you prefer.
Yeah. Oh, damn, that's wild. You look so joyful. That's so cute.
This one. You look sad on this one.
Oh yeah, that one. Yep. The close-up one is so good. Yeah, use that one for real.
You want this one?
Yeah.
Wait. I have more. Okay. I have much more.
As I told you, he has a full collection of those pictures.
I should even create an
album. I have
album.
to mention that the more personal you get with your brand, and you already try to be the face of the brand, that's what you do. You represent the brand on general basis on social media or here, whatever. So why not go full blatant? That's fine. Be more like yourself.
I am, and the picture you got was already quite well. I'm still trying to search. We have so many pictures of us eating and drinking, but it's I think I'm looking for one specific. This one.
I don't run away. Take your time.
Oh, okay. So that's with one of our former colleagues. That was in Croatia.
Yes.
Where is that?
That was in Croatia.
In Split.
Oh. Where in Croatia?
Split.
In Split,
yeah. And I think I'm trying to get the original one, because there is one which is the
one that started everything.
yeah, the one. I found it, and I love the posture, like how you're like how you're standing, Because this is the thing, you cut it out and you can put it in a lot of different situations. So just like, yeah, I love that.
They really fit without any situation or like feedback to it. It's just like you guys on a fun. It's just like you. It feels more personal. It feels like you're getting took into something. I just like that way. I just like it that way. To be fair, yeah.
So that's the other one.
It's the original one.
That's the original. Yeah,
I think the two with the Max, it looks like he's in heaven. I don't know. You look like you're in heaven there. You look like so joyful. And also, the button-up shirt looks pretty good on you there.
So we'll pick one of those, and I'll make you a mug for that. That was basically it was, to be entirely honest, that was one of the questions where do we want to have alcohol linked with Alicia? That was kind of the thing about like linking both of them on one specific mug. So we were thinking about it. Like,
you don't link it directly. No worries there. If you don't actively promote something, then it's fine. It's just like a fan item or object that you get. You know. So it's not really as ASOC. It's more like, as I said, you're the face of the brand. You're getting closer with the community. You basically point out, I'm just like everyone else.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's Panda is saying the classic one, so the cheerful one is good. So we will get that on. I'm most probably going to try to have that for the week, so you'll have 2 mugs.
I had a special topic for you guys, by the way, about Lisha.
Yeah.
We didn't talk quite through there. We can personalize her, of course. That's a cool thing. I wanted to know your perspective on how we could, how someone could or would personalize her with the behavior lines on being just like me. What would you put in there? What would be your personal opinion on that? Like, what's a must-have?
To simulate your personality, you mean?
Yeah, to be like me, 1-to-1 on the experimental behavior lines. What would you put in there? On your perspective, what would you say would be like this?
So what would be like my favorite one, or
more like if you try to replicate me as a person, it's more like, no, I don't want you to do a new model for me while we're here. It's more like, how would you create me as a personal Alicia model? Like, what would you put in if you would recreate me as a person there? What would you, from your perspective?
Take me some time to think about it.
I think the first thing that comes to my mind that I find funny is the maybe daddy/daddy issues thing.
Yeah, let's not talk about that one.
But yeah,
there was more like a jokish thing because we talked about daddy issues on stream and be like fucking around. But the flippy and teenish behavior really reflects me. To be fair, and the informal behavior, of course. But like, but you know what I mean. Like, is there something else that you think that is missing out?
I think there is one specific part which would be hard for us to pinpoint. And I think you'll get that, specifically as you're not native in English. I'm neither not native. My personality as a French person, if I speak French, is completely different compared to the one that I have when I'm speaking English. So one of the elements would be I need to understand German to really have a proper idea of what would work the best for Alicia to represent you as a person. That would be the part that is missing.
I'll be the same with you as I be with on stream, like as a person. I thought, I be pretty informal, like flippish and whatnot, and I also curse a lot. Yeah, that's for sure. Even like with the drastic, let's say, topic changes to like the baby store with the dildos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the comparison there. In Germany, we say, I also translated afterwards, ich pack kein Blatt vor den Mund. I don't put like paper in front of my mouth, which is like censoring yourself.
Yeah. That's one thing I would most probably add is kind of bluntness or blunt.
Mm.
That would be a good one, I think. It would be also...
I would add probably like this kind of dry humor.
Yeah. Yeah, dry humor is a good one. Close to...
Do you think I'm so like dry? Is my humor that bad? That's really offensive.
It's not bad
No,
humor.
that's just a description type of humor.
Yeah.
I find it funny.
It's fine. I'm just chilling around. It's okay. Don't worry.
Because it's, you know, there is dark humor, which is like something everyone knows. But the one that put people off, I think, is more the dry humor. Like the dark humor, everyone has been kind of teached or trained to get it and kind of look at, oh yeah, that's dark humor. The dry one, if well mastered, as you're doing it, basically put people off. Like, oh shit, what's happening? And that's I think a good representation of yourself.
Okay. I see.
But I'd say it would be hard for Alicia to get dry humor right, because you need to have like this one would need a proper brain.
Yeah, we already talked about that one on her behavior. That's not really an NDA if it's about behavior. Don't worry. I'm not the leak lord today. I don't normally not on purpose, but I tend to leak stuff from sponsors.
Okay.
they already aware. Even like one of them wrote me a mail where I streamed Pacific Drive. They'd be like, yeah, actually we have an embargo for streamers at the moment. But since we're aware that you fucked that up, just go ahead and stream it. I don't care.
I mean,
it was kind of funny.
You will have one of the latest voice feature very soon, so it should be something cool.
We will see there. We will see how it goes. Actually, I'm still quite impressed how you guys work through everything, and we will see how it goes for real, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I haven't enabled it because I didn't have the time to also be there for the first part of the stream, at least to make sure that everything is going well. As we discussed, you know, the part where we're not sure she would be talking actually. So I need to double check that everything is going to work as planned, and if it does, let's roll with it. But yeah.
Okay. That sounds like fucking lift music, to be fair, that you listen to. Like, you know, when you're in a lift, like in an elevator going up, and like that music plays. That's it for real. Like 1-to-1. I don't know. It just feels like it.
It's
no offense.
Well, no, it's some lofi music that we got copyright free. So it's on the Alicia's playlist on Spotify.
You use copyright-free music, yeah. Joke's on you. I don't. But I know why, because it's about the podcast and you want to re-upload it, and you have a brand, so
exactly.
You get fined quite a lot if you do that.
Yeah, and now we got some agreement with a company called Low Wave Records, and so we got those playlists through them, and basically it helps, which is nice.
By the way, which mixer do you got in the bottom?
Mixer. This one.
Yeah, the mixer. Yeah.
It's a Zoom L12.
Oh, okay. Nice.
You know
they got quite the attention. That's why.
Oh, okay. It's basically for the saxophone. So I have the guitar, saxophone, 2 mics plugged in, and yeah, kind of any other thing. If I start to add all the other instruments that I'm not playing that are in the back, basically, including a banjo and some other things.
Banjo. Okay,
yeah.
Damn, you're going wild there. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know how to play it, but it's there. At some point I'll learn. That's going to be fine. No idea.
Do you use in DSLR or
camera? Thank you. I was like, I know what DSLR is. Why I can't make a link between what it is? Yes, I do.
It's cool. Yeah.
It's
Okay,
a Nikon Z5, and I have a Veltrex lens, which is fucked up. So if
what kind of course you told me what kind of lens it is, but what aperture and focus has it got like on them?
So
Max?
it's a 1.8. And I have it's 24 millimeters.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, I miss my camera, to be fair. Yeah. So
I quite like this one. The main problem for me was I don't have the space to have it a bit further away. So getting the right angle, specifically when I play saxophone, where I need to stand and have the saxophone extra, it's a bit more tricky.
Get a different one.
Yeah, it's quite expensive, so that's why.
Just an objective. You can get a cheap one. That's pretty good. Mine wasn't that cheap because I got the one from Sony directly. 1.4 on the aperture. Not aperture. What do you call it?
The focal.
And it got 60 millimeters.
Yeah.
So it was wider than this one, 2 times wider, and it was on the same space at this one.
I mean,
it's huge, but itself costs 1.6K. So
yeah, it is exactly what I wanted. I found one 1.4 exactly for 18, I think, millimeter, something like this, and it was a Nikon one, which would have been just perfect, but obviously, I mean, costed about 1 point something. Okay, this one, the one I have, is about 400. So.
That's fine, but I would get a different one maybe, because yours currently has kind of a grain to it, a negative one. Or I would change the camera settings perhaps on the recording feature and the LUT. But that's your objective. Just wanted to give out my let's say own perspective, because I'm a techie, so yeah.
The other part is this, where it should help a bit, but yeah. Anyway, this camera, I need to spend a bit more time. I'm already quite happy about it. So,
do you have extra sharpening on the camera, what I'm aware of? I'm not a full Nikon user, so I can tell you that, or Sony camera user, where you have a beauty filter applied to the camera already.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And it's it's nice, but some are so aggressive that you look like you're in Chinese TikTok or something.
Yeah.
And your face is fully flat off, and you have no pimples or nothing. And I'm like, what the fuck?
No, there is none of that. Well, I mean, if there is, I'm not aware of that. But yeah, I mean, if you look very close, you'll see the problems of my skin. So, and that actually a good thing. If you'd say you when you started, obviously again you got you already got some setup. But if someone who hasn't been on Twitch, would you say gears, specifically cameras, are one of the most important, or you could just discount that?
If you get bigger, you can upgrade, but it doesn't matter. Let's look at Forsen. You guys know Forsen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know his camera, right? You know how that looks like.
Terrible, yeah. This bottom view.
I have no idea
if we take Pokelolds, he also has he has a good camera, but he always uses a shit one for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe just Forsen, shut the fuck up, chat. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. You can get a good one, but the content is the main core of what you do, so yeah. If you do a lot of talking shit, or directing, or reacting, then get a good camera. And even then, you could get a $200-300 webcam that also does the job. Yeah,
it would be much cheaper than a proper camera. But the thing is, for me, it was more photography, where I can use this camera, filming some stuff as well, and then it was I could just link it to be able to use it for stream, which took me a while to understand how to do it properly, but but at the end it worked, so I was quite happy about it.
You can always ask me if you have questions about that one, because I think personally I would take out some sharpening of your camera, to be fair, because you over sharpened. And also, I don't know, about edging.
Yeah, I'm curious, because the the settings of the camera are just the default one. Haven't touched a thing.
Oh, okay.
So I will be looking into it, but it's I don't think there is any filters or anything applied. So
You got a message on Discord.
yeah, I can see that.
I can hear.
I can hear it. It's fucked up. I don't know why I'm still getting those. Everything should be silent.
Shit happens. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to remove it. Just give me a sec.
I can still ping you, Jester. You know.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Go it.
Should be fine now.
Let me.
You can't do it.
Yeah, I don't hear a ping.
Work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Limit test.
Oh no. I was fast enough. But
Do you have more topics, by the way? Because I tend to drift off and then I'd be like silent for a moment.
I'm just like trying to get my head around now. I got lost. I don't know if Jalab you do, but
Yes. So, I think I should remember it, but I tried and I couldn't find the answer. How did you discover us?
Oh fuck. Yeah, good question. I was monitoring streamers over Twitch because I was part of Twitch with the meetup program and shit. And I'll be like the guy who says you come in and you don't for content creators, not for like normal visitors and just people who love to attend there, but more like, let's say I was in a bossy position and I was monitoring some users and saw it in a stream of someone, but I can't quite wrap my head around who it was, to be fair.
I think most probably
But I
Ondulin.
just...
Ondulin?
I'm not quite sure. Show me his face and I can tell you. I mostly ASOC people with faces, or just like when I see the name written down, then I can say something. It's just like spoken, I can't really work with it.
Yeah, because if it's
yeah, but I don't know. But it was him. Yeah, wanted to flow in some personal perspective and opinion about him, but that's not the topic today. Sorry.
No, right.
I tend to like talk about people, but I don't do it behind their back. I do it publicly, so it's fine. I would do the same about you guys. If you flip me off or something, I also talk about it openly. Even about my private life. If I have like an issue, like personally, be like, hey, today was so shit, and they're like, yeah. And even like I'm pretty good with my mother. Let's say we're more like buddies than like mother and son. To be fair, I'd be like, oh. She's like so fucking annoying. Can she like shut the fuck up and shit? And that's totally fine if I say that. If you know me and my mother, because we're like pretty open about what we say. We don't take it personally. We're like pretty like blunt, as you said.
Yeah.
She also called me son of a bitch before, or like a bastard. Yeah. You know, she insults herself with that, but we just like shits and giggles. We don't care. We just like more blatant when it comes to like addressing each other and like talking. Yeah. And like, you know, I don't take a break there, even with my mom. Yeah.
It's I mean, I think that was one of the weirdest part with my mom for that, where she was saying, at some point in your life, you'll feel that I fulfilled or I've done my work as a mom, and so you can call me by my first name at this point. Like, okay.
I don't call her by mom or something. I always, even as a child before, like all the years, I said Sonia.
Okay.
Never said mom or mother or something. It's nothing about, like, some people take it like as disrespect, but I'd be more like, that's your name.
Yeah.
Like,
it is more
hello.
respect.
I don't like role names. I just like to address people by their names. Even like when a lower up talks to me, like in some positions, or when they're high up, I'd be like it's 1-to-1. We're humans. Like, I don't give a fuck what your role is. That's maybe why I'm so good with a few companies, because they know I don't give a shit about their roles and be like more 1-to-1 personal. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Even if you talk to CEO like Dan or something, not that I don't respect people, but it's more like, we're humans. Like, no one is above anyone. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm above everyone because I have a god complex from time to time, but I have to be realistic there. But still, at the end, you know what I mean, right?
Definitely,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to agree quite well with you. We've been like through that chatting with some people I know. I can come across a bit like too friendly. It's not friendly, but too familiar. You know, like not kind of hey buddy, but more like hey first name. You know, it's not going to
more
be like
informal.
oh,
Yeah,
sir.
you're just like treating everyone like they're just like. You know them. They're just like everyone else. Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, some people get pissed off that, but I don't give a shit. Even if they do, I'd be like, okay, I can respect that, but there's no reason to be pissed off.
Usually when they're pissed off is also kind of, I'd say, some sort of a red flag. Like if you get pissed off by someone calling you by your first name, like, whoa, I mean, you're feeling yourself quite high up compared to the rest of the world. Like it's most probably going to create problems later. So,
True.
Or directly like tell me if there is if you hate your first name. Let's just say that could be a
That's
situation.
acceptable.
Yeah. So and so actually, how was the so you met with Dan? How did that happen? Like, what's the story behind it?
Okay. Dan was in Germany and he was in Berlin the day before on the Christmas Twitch party. And he was just like, hey, yo, I'm gonna come to Cologne on was it the 16th or I don't know. It was just like the beginning of December. And he just came over and it was just like a little meet with some Twitch staff, some people, and that's it basically. There's nothing special to be fair. It's just like meeting another person from Twitch, to be fair. Yeah, that's it. Like he's old, of course. he doesn't hold through that easy that much anymore. But let's be fair. They're actually like nice people. I also met like my partner manager from Twitch, like partner Twitch manager directly. They were there for Europe, the manager, the main head, which like controls everything. It was so nice and neat, and I'd be just like, yeah, this is so fucking annoying about Twitch and that, and I was just like ranting. They'd be like, hey, you're right, we will change that, and they'd be like, okay, we take that into account and talk about it later on. They were so neat and open about it. Yeah, just like that. And the most important part is I got as much alcohol as I wanted for free. You know? That's how you catch me. I was so happy. Like, it's always when I work with Twitch, like even on the meetups that we had booths at like anime conventions with live streams and whatever, but we have a bar. Well, I'm not affiliated with them anymore since January this year because I stepped out. I have to focus on myself. The thing is, in the bars, you always get free alcohol. Always. Like 1 year ago at December, like not last year, that year before, I had like little tickets that I can give out to our meetup members, and they get free alcohol at the bar. Like whatever drink they want, cost doesn't matter. And I had like a huge roll, like full with those small tickets. Like, here you get 10, here you get 10. I was just like outside the club smoking one. Now I can address it because it was like nearly 2 years ago. Smoking weed out there, be like chilling with people, and I'd be like, do you want alcohol? Yeah, just make yourself a Twitch account and then come in, and then it's fine, and then we were good to you, and then just like went drinking like full hell. It was so nice. I just love that. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's the only time that happens, like, in that type of kind of professional but not professional environment was when we were working together with Nico back like 3 years ago, something like this, and we basically we got invited by one tech provider for very techish solution. Like it was something. And so I was head of platform at our company, and there basically I was working towards like with that tech provider to see if their solution would be good. And so they invited us for a dinner with current clients. So it was basically a bunch of current clients and us too, and they were doing some presentation and how it works, etc. We were at Sushi Samba, which is a central London, not top of a building,
place.
but it's a fairly fancy place. I wouldn't say it's like top notch,
It's
but
a Skyline Club / restaurant.
Would
you say?
It's not a club. It's more like a
Lounge?
It's a
Restaurant
restaurant.
and drinks.
Restaurant and drinks.
A restaurant / lounge, to be fair, if you have like a gathering area there, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
for okay, cool.
And-
Just wanted to have like a vision in mind.
Yeah, and so you have a super beautiful view over London. The food is really nice, but fairly expensive, obviously. So we were not going to be there by ourselves. So they paid for everything, obviously, plus the drinks, etc. And we just like enjoyed it so much. So it was so cool. But the thing is, our company at that time was kind of going through a rough patch. And we were basically trying to sign a contract that would be about, like, most probably about 50, between 30 and 50k a year, something like this. And at the end of the like the full meal, etc., so we got drunk. It was great. And a week later, basically, the CTO came to me and said, "By the way, we have to save cost and money, so we won't be getting for any professional plan or whatever. Like we would be going with them." So we just said, "By the way, sorry, we won't do that." And from there, we didn't hear back from them for quite a while.
Well, that's kind of childish, to be fair. You should always like separate from personal to like business. And if they like only act through that as business partners and not as friends, yeah, that's kind of shitty. Like the thing that I have with Crytek, they be like super nice, but also on a friend base. Like they always have on TwitchCon or some other events like Gamescom or whatnot, their own parties. And I just dig that shit.
Yeah.
Like they're so nice, they're so friendly. Everyone there is just like, it's not about business. It's just creating that good time
vibe.
that you have there. Yeah, I don't know. It feels so good. Like if you're gonna be at Rotterdam this year, I talked to to the heads, and I would just let them know you guys are there, and I just want to take you with me, and blah blah blah. That should be fine. Yeah. Well, if I let them know in advance, because last time it was just like at the same day, like 5 hours before the party even started, I'd be like, "Hey, I want to come as well. How does that look?" And they'd be like, "Oh shit." Yeah, because I keep forgetting to like replying to messages or like invites.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but it's whatever. But they're always pretty nice. They even made like custom beer for the event for Hunt Showdown. It's like this one, like the swamp beer.
Ooh.
Swamp
Nice.
Tears.
Oh,
Yep, they have like
quite nice.
it's actually drinkable beer, but I kept this one because they only made 250 units. It's not like I love to collect stuff, but it was like a great item of memory for me there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, I just loved it. By the way, for you too, if you want to make me something nice, just saying. I also like Miffy bunnies, as you can see. Like I'm pretty into those bunnies, like pretty much.
Yeah. If we can start like brewing our own beers, that'd be a cool thing. The Alicia's beer.
I would dig that, not gonna lie. I just love getting stuff from companies that I work with, so I can proudly say, hey, that's from them, and only I have that, or maybe like a few people, not to evaluate myself, more like, let's say, I'm just proud being part of it, and just like, you know, being connected in a certain way.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll think about.
We'll see what we can do. Yeah.
We already need to
You're
do
not
the mug,
obligated.
so we'll get that. Was the first one you were asking for the founder mugs, so it was quite fun to get that on. We'll most probably start to be doing a bit more of those, which yeah, it is fun to do, to be honest. Last time we were talking about that, I was like, it's kind of weird to know that there is a guy in Germany who has my face on a mug.
Yeah, I know. There's like a scripting community who has my face on a mug. Like, there's like, you know League of Legends, of course, and scripting in this game. It's like basically hacking.
Yeah.
And I was a developer on like free time base there, just because it was interesting. Yeah, and they just sold mugs with my face after that, which was like kind of weird. First of all, I know they don't make any profit from those. They just make like flat off zero of that. But still, it was so weird. They'd be just like a fucking mug about like League of Legends hacks with my face on it. It's like, okay, cool. Yeah, that's kind of weird. There's also like a French YouTube scene where they had a mug. Wait, let me look. Un momento, guys.
Nice.
They having bananas on their website. Shop.
Trying to think about it.
On the side. One kill. WANKIL.
Oh yeah,
One
yeah.
kill.
One
They
kill.
made a mug. They even have the mug in their fucking video.
Really? Wow.
Like in their
Seriously?
office, yeah, in the back.
Okay. That's...
I know them quite well. Quite well.
Yeah.
I know their content.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because we sent the mug at their place, and they were like, "Okay, cool, thank you very much. We just keep it there." And now it's in their office since then, like for 4 years now or something.
That's
And it's
awesome.
still there. It's kind of funny. I just love that.
That's so cool. They are quite random. I love what they do. It's really cool stuff. Yeah.
They're nice people.
And they've been doing a quite interesting thing about their actual merch or kind of shop. Because they made, a brand about their two faces, and to have the those like wearable in a sense. And they were playing a game on their channel, which was they would be reviewing everyone who was caught on camera on TV during documentary or thing like this from a news channel, stuff like this, wearing the one kill wearables. And so it was just like looking at it and how basically they were trying to push forward the items, and which was quite fun to watch, to be honest. So,
That's nice. Yeah. By the way, I sneaked and peeked a little bit through about Panda. Kaizen wrote something. Let me quote it. It's about creating community. Something came in mind when he wrote that, or she. I don't know. She. Okay. Just don't want. You know how it is today about like addressing people wrongly. Yeah. I know you guys are more reserved on that topic. But like I'm pretty open. I am pretty inclusive. I respect everyone. I also support everyone. But I have my own mind on it. It's whatever. Let's go on. About that, let's take me for perspective. My community can be more quiet on my side. That's for sure. Because when I streamed also, I wanted to make a space or place for people to just either openly communicate, which people do. They just tell me, hey, my day was shit, my dad did this and that, I'm feeling pretty depressed currently. Like I even sent some people to rehab off my stream. I helped them through there, but that's not the main topic. It's more about like, I have a more silent community, like chat-based, of course, instead of view-based. The ratio normally wouldn't really be realistic for someone. But like I was pretty introverted back then. I didn't like talking to people openly, directly. I was just like, okay, I want to stay in the background. I want to enjoy this and that and whatnot. And that's the space I gave people, like a lot of those introverts. That's like for me, they be like DMing me while streaming. to comment on something on the stream instead of the chat because they feel so uncomfortable writing publicly than like that. So yeah, about the community thing, just wanted to mention that because like putting myself in perspective about how a community can look and how it can be sorted out and whatnot. Yeah. Because not everyone is the same. There were like a VTuber for X years who had like 500-ish viewers and only 10 people chatting, and it was always the 10 same regular ones and maybe one random, and it's just like it looks unnatural for sure, but like I understood, okay, you can have quieter communities, it's understandable, and it's not that bad, because I felt bad at the beginning that it was more like quiet, but then I understood, okay, yeah, I delivered that space for people and whatnot, so yeah.
It's what you were talking about helps as well for the community to feel safe to be able to talk to you. Same time, was an interesting talk that we had during the raid train last weekend. So we were doing the Alicia raid train with different streamers from the community, and so Elite Tech CEO was hosting a podcast around content creation, and some topics around that were about like consent of the content creator to have tough topic being discussed in chat. So some people, coming in and talking about like very harsh elements or not, and which is, I think, one of the as soon as you start to get some audience, you will have some time to deal with, okay, how do I want to address this? Either way, by DM message, because that might happen. So in case my understanding is what you do, or directly, openly on the chat where people can basically share their stories or problems and being able to address some of that. So it was quite interesting to see how you actually addressed that, where it is more something you created to be able to be reachable, not publicly, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you tried to point out or address to there. Totally understandable. Yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to mention it because I just saw the comment and it just popped up directly in my head for some reason with myself there. I just wanted to give a different perspective on how things can work. That's why. Yeah.
But it's really interesting. The podcast that they were doing about that was quite intriguing as well, because some people had very, very strong take on this, which I think it's still like quite unique type of things to deal with, in a sense, like when there is tricky situation like the one you described. So how basically you do that and you handle that as a content creator. We had one topic, specifically harsh topic, was actually Alicia being the first responder on that, and that was we were so stressed that I think both of us were shaking. Like it was about like a year ago, so we were really, a year ago we had launched our open beta about like 2 weeks before. We had 1 or 2 users of Alicia, and maybe at that point, maybe 4, I don't know. And we went on the live stream, which we were on each single live stream to make sure that everything was going well. And we went on this one, and someone just dropped in the chat, like, basically, I want to kill myself. And we're like, what?
Yeah, you have to, like, it sounds mean when I say that, because I also privately work with people who have problems in their lives, and I tend to support them. I don't know, I have like a helper syndrome for some reason. I don't give a shit. Let's not dig deeper into it. But if someone does that, you have to limit them and be like, okay, if you want to do that, that's not okay. You should maybe back off that topic here. You can talk about your problems, but not address those actions. If you need help, you can look for reach some out, but you as a streamer are obligated to help those people, and it's not your job, and you have to get like a barrier between personal and business. Streaming is business at the end, and if people address those issues, you can talk with them about it, but you shouldn't be obligated to help them for whatever reason. It's not your work. It sounds kind of mean and harsh, but we have to be realistic.
And you can't.
We're not. it's not an open therapy here.
Yeah.
Even though if I deliver that space, still though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, you can't really help in any way. Like this is where it's harsh. You're not with the person. You can't. It's a tough topic because you don't obviously know what's going on in their life. You don't know why they're saying this specifically at that time on your channel, and you don't know what's going to be the right thing to say because you're not a professional to do it. And so it's tough.
There is a right thing. There's just like I don't want to be like Mr. All Known, but you can just address those people and let them know, hey yo, you have your problems. You can spend your time here, maybe get your head off and whatnot. Give them like a different space to be in life. That's maybe not. That's what a community is about, basically. Like to tell them, hey, you can just like be yourself here. If you feel sad or something, you can address it, but don't overstep a certain line that you wouldn't want to have with other people.
Yeah.
So respect yourself and others. That's fine.
Exactly. What I meant was you can't basically address the problem in deep, in a sense. You can basically give the right leads on how basically they can basically get help, but on your end as a content creator, you can't dig too much into one topic, specifically when you're live. So it's that's the other thing. But what happened during that stream, like we were just because Alicia had 3 weeks or 4 weeks experience, and that was the first time we've seen a message like this going through, and we were like, oh, Alicia is going to say something terrible like that.
She'd be like, do it. sorry. That's kind of mean.
No, it was
oh, sorry. Please,
but
go ahead.
The response actually was perfect, so we're just like, great. But that was some sort of a luck because it always depends on the personality of Alicia. So you can create like very bad personalities.
Yeah. If she was like this very dark and very mean person, you should have said, oh yeah, we're gonna save oxygen or something like that. So.
Yeah, which would have been a big problem. So
which would have not been the right situation to say that kind of thing.
No. So.
Yeah, it's understandable. I'm in the same boat basically about that topic. Like mentioned, depressive, blah blah blah, whatnot. I never really directly thought about dipping it. You know what I mean? Like taking my own life or something, because the thing is the fear of dying basically for me. So I hate that we're just limited to the time we have, because it feels so like, I don't know, feels like we don't have enough time.
Oh, yeah.
But then also it feels like, okay, we do have enough time, and I don't know, it's so weird. I can't wrap my head around it fully.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'd be like, even as a joke, I don't know if it's a joke at that moment. I can't really predict or read myself. I'd be like, I'm just gonna kill myself. As a joke, or I sound like totally blatant and direct, like really dry. And then I corrected, which in game, yeah, because so you don't get banned off Twitch, obviously, in that moment, or get a warning or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it's a hard topic because some people just say it out of joke, then out of the situation that maybe something happened today. I can really put myself into those people, to be fair. Yeah, I don't know. I feel those people. I just want to address that I understand them and feel them. And I feel bad for those. Not bad, but I think those people don't know how to get help mostly, if we're at that point, because you have the resources to work with it, but those people don't know how to really address it or work through it, or just like talk to the right person or open themselves to. So a streamer is mostly easier because there's still this barrier in between that you don't know them and they don't know you, and they're like more anonymous behind the fucking username.
Yeah.
It just feels good for them, even though it sounds strange when they say it feels good for them to tell you that they want to kill themselves. More like to get it out of their chest, to tell someone, at least someone, who maybe doesn't judge them or isn't that affiliated with them, getting something like, okay, it's okay. They just sometimes need a cheer. But if they keep continuing with like, oh, everything is so shit, you can't have people that keep repeating the same shit over and over again. It's just like, it sounds mean when I say that, but people keep yapping about it. And you know the new slang, yeah, right? They keep like crying about it. No, oh, no one wants to help me. Everyone hates me. I'm like, dude, no one fucking hates you, and we are all here to assist you. And I'd be like, what the fuck? Those are just people. They don't do shit, yeah. Because people who want to take their lives don't say it like that. They just do it. I know it sounds harsh, but we have to be realistic. I know we drift off, but I have to be realistic. It's if you want to do something, you do it. You don't announce it. Like, I don't know. When you rob a bank, do you go to the police and say, I'm gonna rob a bank tomorrow? Or if you go kill your wife, yeah, I'm gonna kill my wife tomorrow. You go announce it on stream or what? Just like, let's take... No, I don't know if we can talk about it. Let's take it. I don't mention the name of the streamer, but he took his life. He just seemed depressive, but he never talked about taking his own life. And the next day he just took his life. I'd be like DMing him and I got no response. Like for days I was worried. He was like one of the biggest one worldwide. Yeah. And I don't know, there was like those people really do it. Like, you know, and that's the point where you can put some awareness. I know I drift off right now about the main topic, but just to like hook it up, I don't know. I just miss him a bit.
There is one thing you said about time, and specifically not having time, which is kind of another drift on a side, but there is one element that someone explained me a while ago, was basically what makes you think that the time is flying or not. And it's repetition, like the fact that you're not learning things. And so as long as every day you can make like learnings or making something that this day is kind of unique in a sense, you'll feel that your life is going slower, because your brain is going to anchor each of those days a bit more in time, and so you basically don't feel that much of a waste, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you're correct there. I fully support that statement that you just brought up. It's just hard for people like us, to be fair. I include myself, just mentioned. It's just like, you want to get out, you want to do something. I'd be like, I want to clean up this fucking place because I don't let my maid in this room, but let her go through the whole house. And I'd be like, I want to clean this room myself, just like for over a year. And then I do it, and then like 2 days later, it looks like a fucking dumpster. Like, I don't know, like on my left are 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bottles, like 2 Red Bulls. You know, on the right side there's like a fucking Burger King bag. There are like pizza cartons. There are like 3 bowls on that desk, on that office desk. Like, I don't know, it looks like hell here. Like, only because you see something cleaned up here. I'm realistic about myself. Like, I don't have to like hide something. Just looks like a mess. Like, I don't know. It's so hard to do something, but you want to do it. Like, you don't get the power to do it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I do. And
that's called a Tuesday.
No, and specifically the camera angle helps a lot. Like, you make sure that you don't have too much. So everything goes well. But yeah,
you can already see something there.
Yeah,
right there. Yeah, there's like just like a bag laying there. Like, what the fuck? Why is it there? Like, I'm basically a cleaner version of Asmongold.
But you have the your Twitch name there, so we can't see it. That's fine. So yeah.
But it kind of fits Asmongold. By the way, about Asmongold, that guy is like really deep off being fucked up. He has cockroaches crawling up his fucking t-shirt mid-stream. He's just like, oh, there's a cockroach, and he just like continues to stream. It's like nothing is going on. What the fuck? Sorry, like, no offense to him. Like, I know his issues, but still, you know what I mean? How blatant you ignore those things because they became normal for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm always trying to get the when you say a name, trying to see who it is. Sometimes I feel I'm just lost.
It's like World of Warcraft.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a WoW streamer.
WoW streamer.
Yeah, I see him. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Just just Google Esmongold room. Go to pictures and Google. You can also show it on stream. It's fine. Don't worry. There's nothing terms of service related. But yeah, I don't know. And about the dude who like took himself. That was Ragful, by the way. Just so you're aware. Yeah. Just so you have a face to the story. Yeah.
Yeah, I have some pictures there. Yeah. Going to get the link.
Yeah, you dig that shit.
Yeah, I think I got like a pretty good view, and we can see also it's in the US, I guess. I can see all the takeaways. Where is my shareable screen?
Take your time.
Yeah, and here we go. I think we got this one.
And that's like the cleaner version of what's currently going on.
Let's see.
They're like cockroaches.
Yeah, I mean, anything crawling, I can't handle it.
Yeah. Well, I got like bugs and shit here as well, but that's not because I'm like unclean or like dirty as shit. It's more like the house is directly in the woods and like everything fucking comes in when I have the door open to the garden. Yeah. And I'd be like there. What do you call it again? Let me Google that. Stink bug, yeah. Like stink bugs coming in, and I'd be like, okay, cool. I just don't recognize it or like don't get through it with it because I just leave it open, be like running around the house and doing shit. And at night, there's a fucking stink bug crawling up my bed. Like, what the fuck? Like, they're close to cockroaches, let's be fair.
Yeah.
But like, why the fuck is it in my house? Like, okay, they creep in from the woods, but still, it's so disgusting.
Yeah.
Or huge spiders.
I
I can take them on my hand, I don't care, but if you're just like in your bed, like cozy up, and they're like, fuck, huge spider, like crawling on your blanket in front of you, you're like,
No. It's I have to stop here.
Yeah, spider is not something we talk about here.
No, it is a forbidden subject. No,
don't you like spiders?
I hate them. Like literally, first, I'm not a big fan of countrysides or like I like cities, and there is another reason why I like cities is because you have less big spiders. So if you're in a city, it's going you might have some, but anything is going to be about like that large maximum. Where I used to be living in a not countryside but suburban area with a garden, thing like this. This house, I would burn it down, like literally. At some point, it was 2 a.m. or 2 or 3 a.m. and I was in my bed, and I just turned, and I was like, it was an old house, with some hole in the wall, because you had some stuff you sticked and then you removed. So I knew approximately where the hole was, and I didn't have much lights but a bit. And then I turned, and I was like, there is one more hole there, so I'm sure like we have an issue. And turn on the lights, saw this monster. I was like, fuck it. So I was like, I'm 20. I was 23 at the time. I was like, I should be able to handle that myself. So I tried to, and when I smashed it, it basically jumped before and end up in the bed. And I was like, fucking. And then after I was trying like slowly to remove each element, and I saw it crawling from the wall between the wall and the bed. So I smack it. This time died, but I realized it wasn't the one that I thought it was. It was the second one. And so at the end, I left the bed. I was like, I'm going to get some, toxic things to kill them. And then I started to walk in the house. And that's where I saw the horror house. It was not just one or two in my bedroom. It was in a fucking each room and each wall that I was walking in this house. And so I just look at it, try to get the spray, which I couldn't find. And then I went back, grab like some stuff to cover myself, jump outside of the house, went in my car, called my best friend, and said, "Dude, I'm going to sleep to your place. If that's fine." So like, yeah, yes, it's fine. He just told me like, it is 4 a.m. man. So like, just come in now and I'll open, but be silent. So I'm like, yeah, okay. And I slept there.
Shit.
But yeah,
For you.
I hate that.
That's fucked up. Yeah, I understand and feel you there. I'm not gonna lie. By the way, guys, when are you gonna hire me?
When we can.
No money, right?
What do you want to do?
What do you mean?
No, that's the main problem. But yeah.
Nah, don't worry. I'm just nagging you a bit. Nothing personal. I always address myself as a nice asshole. So let's be realistic there. Yeah, I publicly address myself like that, to be fair. Nothing to hide, like mentioned. Well, yeah, that's just me. Do we have more on the space, by the way, today? Because you never gave me like a hot point sheet or something about topics.
Because there is none. We
I mean,
chat
there
about
is.
things.
There was one like we created like when we did the first podcast. It was first time we ever do this kind of thing. So we wrote a lot of things, and with time we know the kind of thing we want to talk about, and we're just happy to drift
Quite a lot.
in between all these points.
Yeah.
But I guess one I would be happy to chat about is, well, more around Alicia, because you've been having Alicia in your chat for a while now. What are some, I would say, what's your favorite feature of like the current Alicia?
You can customize her. That's like, to be fair, I just love how you can customize her in any given way. Just like how she responds in general with her own personality. Then just like you can tell her to be more silent or to be more talkful, more like towards me or other users. Like her be more detailed, or just like her personality about being like instant, being like a keyboard warrior and shit, or more like being a laid back one or whatever. I don't know, like the whole personality tab itself makes it more as in unique for herself. I'm still kind of like not upset but angry about the one guy, about the Lex Duncan, who fucking copied you guys just for his own sake. He was just like, oh, let me test it out, and then he just like he asked every fucking question towards you guys, just to design his own perfect model for himself. Perfect as in just for him, not like commercial. But still, I find that so ratty. Just like this whole behavior is not okay. Like, you could openly address it, just like I did with Ghost Zero on the Discord when I showed you Kitsune, like a few months ago. I was like, hey yo, and he just does the model for himself, just like for shits and giggles, because he just want to know how stuff works. So he just knows it for himself. Like, openly address something is better in those cases, because it's also hella disrespectful.
Yeah, it is.
I still feel bad because I didn't knew about that. So, like, of course I didn't knew about it. Sorry, if I cut in. But like, I still feel bad because he came through me. Like, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not your fault. Like, you can't know people will do that. And to be honest, anyone can sign up to Alicia and see the dashboard, and everyone can come on Discord and ask us questions.
Well, yeah,
it's fine. I guess the thing for us is we know how much work it is to create, and we also know probably the thing they didn't think about, and so technically we know that they can't replicate it in a way that will be damageful for us. So you know, if it's just for them on the stream, like, cool, you know, you can do it, do your thing, and whatever.
When are you gonna make her a real chatbot, by the way? Just like Streamlabs or whatever, where she has like, channel points and whatnot. Do you still do you want to do that? Because the last time was like, nah, maybe a side product and whatnot.
Yeah, side. It's Alicia is not a bot, so you don't have commands, you don't have stuff like this. That's the idea. The main element for us is more into memories. which we are getting closer and closer. It's been running on my stream for quite a while now. I'm learning and getting information about anyone coming to my screen to my stream now.
Okay. Do you have a profanity filter for her?
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because I would think about if you have her thought process when she wants to reply, lock her like logging those thought profiles where she has like an alternative unfiltered one, because every language is different on how those words will be used or like associated. Because if you use some words in German, they might get flagged for an English version and whatnot, and then you can maybe whitelist them for those kind of streamers on that language topic.
I think we've seen specifically was on your stream, wasn't it, Jalab? When we had someone with a username that was saying something, and so it was filtered out on our end every time we should try to address that.
It's just his username was a bit offensive, I would say. Nothing
crazy.
From my point of view, was okay, but it's just that it was triggering all those filters. So anytime Alicia was trying to talk to that person, you're like,
nope,
no, message is not going through because.
What was the name?
Can't remember it.
Jalab knows it for some reason. He said it wasn't. You can drop it. It's fine if you drop it just like as in a report for now. It's okay. You can't get banned or reported or flagged if you mention it like that.
Yeah. I forgot the name.
It was a while ago, so
So.
Was it something racist or?
No, it was more like sexual related.
Okay.
So. But yeah, it's.
Like blowing or something, like when I because I have one viewer, and his nickname is Blasi. And we say in German when we say Blasi, that's like blowing, like, that's also when you go to a foreign prostitute in Germany, and they say Blasi Blasi, like blowy blowy, yeah, like I know, and that's like a term slang, whatever. Maybe it could be flagged by that, but I'm not quite sure.
I'm still trying to. I'm searching through. I can't find it. I just remember it was there, and we realized it was a specific user, but I can't remember the name. I'm going through the thing that has been ejected, but
the whole Blasi Blasi thing killed me. Sorry, it's like getting that term or slang in here, just like. You could learn everything about Germany, but you learn how to talk to like foreign hookers that are in Germany, like Blasi Blasi. Or you say, I know it gets kind of weird now, but I have to drop it. But like they use those double adverbs, like they don't say it once, they say it like twice for some reason. Everyone they say it themselves. That's how it got implemented that way. Like fiki fiki, Blasi Blasi and shit. Like I don't know. So random, but it's so funny. It could be like that. I don't know. It's like random German facts.
I got him.
Yeah,
I think it's Blaze Meister.
Yeah, that's him. Blasemeister. Yeah, because Blasi. Yeah, that's what I just said. Blasen, yeah, like blowing, and Blasi is like the more sweeter version of it. The like more softer version, Blasi. See, I was right.
You were right. You were right. I was going through, and then I saw Blazemaster. That was a guy. Hey, Atomic.
Okay.
And Laglu, thank you. Sorry, I switched to French for a sec. Salut Laglu. Merci beaucoup de venir soutenir en tout cas. Ça fait plaisir. Sorry.
It's fine. Don't be sorry. It's fine.
So yeah, we got some streamers from the community joining us. But it was
maybe
it was Blazemaster. That was it, and we talked about that.
Why don't you use in everyone ping on the server? By the way, if you do podcasts.
No, we're trying not to use the at everyone.
I think that's totally okay. People can mute it if they don't like it, but for people who want to be like more engaged to their community, which is yours basically, I think it would be out of respect as well that you give them the ability to get it.
I think that's something you'll see with Jillem.
Yeah, no, we want to add like roles Like, for example, for red train, we've added a role so that we can like ping the red train role, and so like people are interested.
Yeah.
They get this kind of ping.
So it's more like if you when you join the Discord, like you'll be able to subscribe with different roles, and so we can ping exactly the people that want to be pinged, basically.
Okay. Sure. Just wanted to drop my thoughts because like community management is also a thing I do. Maybe I don't translate everything through what I do because I'm a lazy asshole. But if it goes towards work, like somewhere else, I'm pretty invested. So yeah.
And you've done quite a lot of things. So
I just love to test out what I can do in life.
Yeah. But we'll most probably have that very soon. That's some stuff we'll see together. I mean, we're just waiting to get the system to have the auto roll, like the opt-in type of system, where everyone can just like, okay, I'm happy to do that, and then
that's easy.
Yeah.
Those are like 2 minutes of work. Nothing personal. I don't want to like judge you or something, but it's like 2 minutes of work. You just get the Mi 6 or something or Zephyr. Tell okay, you have these 3 roles you can assign. And then those roles get pinged, you just whatever,
So that's for Panda in the chat and for Jelevid.
Yep, that's pretty easy, Panda. If you need help, just ask me, because I help. Sorry, it's the coffee. I help a lot of servers. Like in Streamly, the fucking server got nuked like 2 days ago. Like really nuked by someone, like someone hacked an admin and they give themselves admin roles and every channel got deleted, all roles, they got fucked up, like embed bots kept spamming in their like trading links and blah 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 blah, and I fixed it like within 10 minutes while they were just like panicking for hours. It was kind of fun. So what I try to address is I'm pretty worked through about that topic. So if you need something, just ask me. I always love to help out people, or just like
Panda,
like I said,
most probably is good.
helper syndrome.
Savior. That's this triangle where you have like a victim, savior, and not murderer, but assassin. No, it's not assassin. It's bourreau.
No,
bourreau en français. Can't remember how you say bourreau in English.
Just Google it and let me know, else I'm confused.
Executioner, yeah. So it's executioner, victim, and savior. That's basically the four ones. So basically, everyone is kind of jumping through, but always tending to be more of one of the 3. And so I think that's kind of where we are with you, savior.
Oh.
You can look it up.
Do you mean I'm more your savior or the other way around?
It's a personality type. So it's basically so savior, victim, and
it just feels rewarding. I just need something that fulfills me. I don't know. But I know what you mean. Yeah, just get it. The liberation was at first kind of unclear, but I got it at the end. Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Let me moderate your chat. No French, English, English, English. No baguette.
No baguette.
Yeah, that's like it's like baseline thing. It's just like average joke shit.
Yeah.
The victim. Yeah, I'm the victim. Yeah.
No, I think it's more you're the rescuer. That's the thing.
No, it's a joke about the victim thing.
Okay.
I don't know what you mean. Yeah.
So yeah. Panda, I'll send it to you as well. It's I picked the first link after finding it, so I'm not sure it's 100% that, but it looks like it's
it gets your point across, to be fair.
Yeah.
Do you think you
that's it,
just like as your streamer side, when you stream, do you use vaguer language, just like saying penis or something?
Vaguer?
Yeah, like being less civil about your language. Let's say if you use more profanity and whatnot.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't really
like
think about it.
Like fuck, asshole, like fuck you or whatnot when you like maybe play something or whatnot. Like getting those outbursts, or like when you say something. Just like me. I curse like 24/7. Yeah.
I usually don't play much stuff that's going to trigger that, But I know, for example, even Flight Simulator, which is a very calm game, if I crash, I'm just going to burst a bit. So, but that's I'm not thinking about it. It's more like it's going to happen naturally. So yeah.
So it's more like you more reserved on that point in general.
It's
Like
not
with
thinking
cursing
much more.
itself.
I would curse, but it's more like I'm not forcing or filtering it. It's
No,
just like
same.
Yeah.
But I'm less filtered in general, like passively filtered when you say something like that. It just comes up. I just say, like, whatever. Like, when I go into the mode, I'm into the mode, and I won't stop. And even if I address something, I'll be like, yeah, that fucking thing and whatnot. And I don't even mean it in a bad way, but I just, like, still
yeah. And
bring it across like that.
I think I use more profanity when I speak French. That's...
You know, my favorite French line that I always say when French people get on my nerves, like, no offense, by the way, when I say that, but it's proven. French people in competitive games are fucking annoying and assholes. I don't know why that is. Like, I always try to back them up at the first point. Maybe they're nice people. And then 90% of the cases, they're like fuckwits. I don't know. And my favorite term that I tell them when they flip me off, I say putain merde. Or putain or something. Like, I don't know. That like stuck in my head till I'm like 15. Like, since I'm 15, that's in my head. And I'd be like, okay, that's what I keep saying when someone is annoying, like the French person. Like, no, nothing against French people, you know, like I'm pretty open, but it's just like stereotype also in the gaming world. Like every German for some reason hates French people online on like games. I don't know why. I don't speak for German people.
Isn't the thing with the other one where French will hate Spanish people online? Something like that?
We also hate them. Yeah. Like, we don't hate them, but per se in the gaming world, I don't know why. So many French people don't speak English in online games, and they just talk French to me. And I'm like, can you please speak English? And then they reply in English, go fuck your mom, fuck your mom. And we're like, okay, cool, nice. Cool, okay. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's just like always like that. And I game for over 10 years, like even longer online. And on multiple different games, and it's every time the same thing. I don't know. I had 2 very cute French guys in my games in like the past 10 years. They were like pretty nice and like open. They were like, yeah, don't speak English that good, and like pretty broken, but it's okay because they like don't fucking curse at me or like tell me to kill myself or whatever. Like for some reason, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm with Panda with this one because it happens for me from Russian mainly.
Yeah. It's also game related sometimes, but still, I don't know. It's a stereotype because a lot of Germans tend to tell me when they get a French online and I play with them, they're like, it's always the French, and I'm like, okay, cool. So it's a stereotype actually for us in the gaming world, in the English one, where you say like French people in shooters or like MMORPGs or like League, they're like the worst for them. Like those are not my words, okay? But still, you get what I mean, right?
I don't feel targeted anyway, so that's
honestly. There are also games where I'm not happy to play with French people. So.
Tell me more.
For the reasons you described, like it's like they don't communicate, and they have sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate that because when you play fucking, let's say you play Rainbow Six Siege, you need full comms. You need positioning of enemies, you need calls, like maybe he's there, he's low, he's injured, whatnot, or like calls stay inside the bomb spot, like because you need those fucking calls to even function, and they don't do that.
Yeah,
they just curse at you. I don't know, but it upsets.
Some of them, when I couldn't speak French and I couldn't speak English, sorry, and I was in France, I was just playing on the French servers, which was much like easier. Everyone was speaking French, so you could actually play the game beside the jokes around like language or whatever, which was much easier for me to do that. So obviously you're not going to play competitive, like you'll be just with French, but it was much better. I'm not a big multiplayer game usually.
Yeah, I feel that. But if you have like the German communities like us as well, to be fair, I never speak German to German users in online games. always, like, it's always the same. I speak English, they be like more reserved and not be that cocky. When I start to speak German to them, they be like going full burst. Like, they curse at you in German, they talk so much shit. I don't know, it's like a full bullying session with someone who has like a fucking complex, and he like me, but on a mean way, keeps talking through without the break, and like, I don't know. That's why I never talk German to German people. I'd be like, oh no, they're German. I don't want to talk German. Just like try my best not to sound German in that moment, because like so fucking annoying. Even if you just type and admit that you're German or have an Ö, you know, the O with 2 dots on the A with 2 dots. They'd be like, oh, you're German. And then they just like go full blatant for some reason. If you just English, it's whatever.
So you stick to English.
So weird.
It's much better for that. For the online gaming.
True.
I think most probably we'll have 1 or 2 more questions, and maybe if there is anything in chats for you as well. Like usually we let like everyone, if there is any question that they want to ask you, like they should basically be posting it right now, so we can come back to it at the end. If there is, like, if we were to add like anything that you'd like on Alicia, what would it be right now, beside the one you already know that should be coming? So
yeah, you already implemented, better said, you started working on custom names, where you link your own auth account to it, which is like my all-time dream of that. But to be fair, let's be realistic, Alicia's already in a very good, perfect-ish state for a normal use case, so better said, for a vast majority of people to use at once. Because if you have too many extras, service will be hurt in many ways, because there's a lot of upkeep and maintain to manage all the time. That will be an issue. And like people see, oh, there's something new, and then they will keep getting requests out, special wishes and whatnot. Okay, I had the special wish with the text to speech thing in the back. But that's not really a special request, to be fair, when it comes to like different voices or not, or implement like from Monster TTS or whatnot. It's more like if you have that feature already, that's an add-on, and you can always say no. And maybe I like to get pampered a bit, just like, hey, yo, special treatment, this and that. Yeah, I have to be honest about that. Come on. But at the end, I don't know. Alicia is already in a perfect state. Just like the long-term memory, just like little quality of life things. Maybe she could have the ability to redeem channel points. That would be a fun thing. You already gave her like the experimental comment option, like exclamation mark and blah blah blah. But that thing is, no offense, kind of trashy, because it doesn't work as it's intended.
It depends.
I tried that.
I think we need to recommunicate about that. It's Alicia being able to use other bots command, not Alicia being able to do respond.
I know.
Okay.
But that's what I meant.
Okay.
I gave her like the commands that she could use, and she was trying to, but she totally fucked up all the time. We even like triggered her and shit, like, come on guys, bring her to this and that. And I be also talking to her, and I like, come on, say this please, exclamation mark, gamble, a space, all. And even gave her the commands, and we even wrote to her, and she was just like, okay, for sure I can, exclamation mark, gamble, and just like wrote a single message, and she still fucking blatantly ignores that and goes like fucking crazy.
And you're on the old brain right now, right?
Yeah, sure, you're correct. Okay. I'm there.
Okay, we'll need to do new test with the new brain, because the new brain for the command is working much better. So,
do you work on microsystems for each service, or do you have it as whole one package on one server?
So it's basically packaged in different package, but run into one.
Okay.
For now, we basically don't need much parallelization of a lot of them. So we still have quite a lot of room, but everything is prepared to be detached. Basically, that's the idea.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure, since I love working with networking and everything else, just like server-based stuff. So I was kind of curious there. Yeah. But still, that's nice. On what server system do you run, by the way?
Almost everything is GCP. We have. Do we have? Yeah, we have few services running on Azure and a few others running on AWS. We kind of got like in a we got all of them to be giving us credits.
Would you just merge to one service at the end to have everything at one place? Because I have to mention AWS is pretty neat, to be fair. I use it for a lot of projects, and even though AWS had like a little hiccup from time to time, but it's not actually their fault because Cloudflare just fucked up the connection to them in Germany. It actually works pretty well, to be fair.
Yeah.
In our last job, we were doing everything on AWS, so we did a lot of AWS.
And that was kind of the ending of, please, I don't want to give a crap off AWS anymore. It's I think the greatest and cheapest tool, but the thing is, I got so sick of it on my previous job. I was like, please, I want you to buy me some comfort to not be there for a bit, and then we might be coming back on it. We basically built it in a way where we're kind of agnostic on the provider, so we don't care about which one is running it. But it's more like, for now, we're still enjoying being on GCP.
And she's written in which language, by the way?
So major part of it is Kotlin. The rest of it is going to be TypeScript. We have a small bit in Python.
Try Go?
No, specifically around the like environment, or I'd say environment, atmosphere. I don't know. Like the rest of the packages running around Go, like much more safer with something that's going to be running on the GVM, which everything is going to be written there first, as long with the different things. So we go with Kotlin because it's going to be supported very quickly, specifically when we're talking about like AI and different services that you can be running with it.
Yeah, that's true. Just was thinking about it since Go is so lightweight and faster to execute, because the response time of Go is like 10 times better than let's say CSS sometimes.
Yeah, the thing is, for us, it wouldn't make sense to try to optimize the running time of the platform when the main problem for us is the generation. Like, I could save maybe 50 milliseconds per request by switching to Go, or maybe hundreds if I wanted to. But the thing is, what's going to take 400 milliseconds or 600 or 7 or even a second and a half is going to be the generation for Alicia. So in the end, it's not going to matter that much if it's running on a GVM or if it's running on a native.
Okay, you're totally right there. Yeah, that's a good perspective to point out there, not gonna lie.
But with the idea for the speed up is going to be at some point getting those 1.5 seconds to reduce a lot, which we have already a lot of system in place to try to get that faster, but we still like suffering on some of that.
She's already good on the response time, I think. I think having at least 200 to 300 on the response is totally fine, to be fair. Because why should it be so much instant if she should feel like a companion, or more like, not address her as human, but you know what I mean, as a person itself? Because sometimes people need some time to respond, or like maybe they just have something else in mind at that moment and just like rethink it, or be like, how do I write it the best out? So I think that's okay having a bit of latency there about that.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, 100%, and that's why we didn't really focus on that at first. The element is for what we want to add, for example, the version 2 of the new brain, let's say that. This part is a bit slower because we do a different processing timeline. So it's going to be in multiple steps, which is going to slow it down drastically compared to the previous versions. That's why it's a bit slower. But the thing is, it is easier for us to slow down the response or even the TTS if we already manage to generate everything. We can just, queue it up and deliver it later. where the reverse is not true. Like if we're slow to the generation, we can't speed it up. We need to. It's going to be our kind of bottleneck. So that's why it's a part where let's try to speed up the generation, and if we need to slow it down later when we deliver it, it's fine. But let's not try to keep slowing it on the generation part.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's understandable. By the way, Jalap, you tired?
I'm always tired.
Yeah, because I saw you yarning, and I was just like worried that you might be too much left out on the whole thing. I just felt bad at that moment. As long as you're fine, that's good. Could you give me just uno segundo? Is that fine?
Yeah.
Like 1 second?
Yeah. Oh, that's a big thing that we need to look into at some point. But I know we'll have to. Like, I'm expecting it in 4 to 6 weeks to solve quite a lot of the problem on speediness. Is that a word? Speediness? No.
Latency.
Yeah, you can use it. It's more like slang term based that you just use it, but it's fine. It can be used.
Okay. I like added ness at the end of words. Like it's speedness. Yes, that works. It solved my speaking issue. So that's it. So yeah, no, I mean the comfort of life for us is going to be a big part for the next evolvement for Alicia, where obviously there is big works to be done around, memories, stuff like this, better TTS improvement around that, more formal type of writing in all languages, stuff like this. And after that, the main target for us is more like Discord. So opening on different platforms is not that hard. We're just waiting to get access. So, to go to YouTube, Kick, stuff like this. But the main thing for us is how do we want Alicia to be working on Discord?
Okay.
So
that sounds neat, actually, with the Discord idea. Not gonna lie, I dig that.
We basically pushed back quite a lot, waiting to get the memory in place. Because what we want is, if you had a chat with Alicia on a stream, you should be able to keep the right topic, or at least she knows what you were discussing before when you come back on Discord. So that's kind of the idea behind getting Discord later, because we want to make sure that we have the memory first.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's acceptable, agreeable. I'm not gonna lie. Who am I to say that's acceptable? But you know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah. No worries.
I dig that. I was gonna lie. Do you guys have more things for today? Else I can think we can sign it off, because first of all I have to pee, second of all I have to get coffee, third of all I'm really eager to do something else today. Not because you guys bore me or something or the whole thing, but I don't want to overdo it. You know what I mean? Like overdoing things or overextending them.
We targeted about 2 hours, which we already crossed. So
yeah. Oh shit, we really did. I didn't look at the time. I just felt like it's already being ages. No offense. It's great for sure. But I just need something to do by side.
No worries.
Because I'm getting I don't know. I just need stuff to do sometimes. I'm just playing around with a little keyboard brush the whole time. Not because I'm bored. I just can't wrap my hand around one thing 24/7.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's no offense to you guys. To be fair, I really dig and enjoy that with you too. Even though you not as talkative as me when it comes to just talking as the fucking waterfall flows, because you more direct to the point and just finish it off. But yeah, always free to do another with you guys, because I enjoy the time being, and I really like to support you guys as well, as you know, with the whole things we did, just and keep paying, even though I'm ambassador or partner or whatnot with you. Let's get it to a better point. When I work with people, it's not just for my own benefit, but for because I want to have a shared value of the whole thing. And what's also important is when I work with you guys as well, I don't see it as like a partnership, more like a friendship with a gentleman's agreement at the end. Yeah. That's my whole thing. If you don't see it that way, as in a friendshipish way with a gentleman's agreement at the end, that's fine. I'm not hurt by that. But to be more realistic, that's how I wanted to address it.
Yeah.
That's how I think that's how I see it mostly. That's how I prefer to work anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And that's, I think, we will be able to sell that type of friendship and gentleman agreements when we meet up properly in a pub when you come to London. So we'll be able to,
TwitchCon,
or at TwitchCon, but hopefully you'll be able to join us in London for at least a night, which would be quite fun, I'm sure. So
well, if you pay me the fare, it's fine. I come there and then I stay at your home, and I don't care. I don't need much space. I just got the couch.
We have cats
and I can cook.
Make that.
I don't care. I have cats as well. Like I have 2 cats here. I even had a dog as well, but the dog died, so it's whatever. But still, you know.
Yeah.
I'm fine with animals. Let's say that.
Yeah, and you have to be at least around me. There is 3 cats, so it's cats everywhere. Oh yeah.
That's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind.
Anyway. I mean, I was just asking, waiting to see if we had some questions in chat, but I think we should be good for now. And I mean, we did a full run, so that was the main topic. I think we covered everything that we had for the first edition. We'll be happy to have you again, and thank you everyone for joining in, supporting, and chatting as well. We'll be most probably. I mean, you're live, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the easiest way would be to raid directly into you.
Oh, you don't have to raid me. I don't care.
I know.
That sounds like I don't give a shit. It's so weird and mean. I'm sorry.
What I meant is, we're basically already there, so that would consolidate. Unless you had a different idea, Jalab, but...
maybe you could raid someone else. Like, I don't want to sound like a good Samarita or some shit, but... it's not about deserving, but maybe there's someone with a low viewer type from the Leisha community that you can just raid, give them like a little heads up or boost.
That is 100% what we usually do. So it's I was just thinking about that because you were live.
I have a couple of ideas. I think we can go to someone that's recently joined the community. So
sure.
We can do that. Yeah.
So give me a name.
Do you guys?
I mean, you can do the raid as well. Okay, so you handle that. So anyway,
you don't have to do anything.
I'll say goodbye at the same time to everyone. Thank you. Stay for the raid. We'll be going in just a few minutes. Again, thank you for joining us today, Jester. And we'll most probably talk anyway after that. But
anytime.
Yeah. And we'll see each other soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Get a good coffee. And we'll see each other very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay for the raid. Share some love. And we'll see each other soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Adios.